Now, most people would ask, what will Trump do for the farmers? What hasn't he done? Already, the construction industry has boomed. We're going to get a mining boom. Our economy is going to rise. It's going to be good. Now, when Trump was elected, our steel iron ore prices went up $33 per tonne. Fortescue Metals, their price of their shares went up 140% in those 3 days. So what's that mean for Australia? That means our economy is going to boom, like back before the GDP. From 2002, 2007, we're going great. For the farmers, no more Trans-Pacific Partnership. You're going to throw that in the bin? Fuck them. Fuck them, we don't want that. What we want... Hey you, this is working. What the farmers want is fair for everyone here. The economy to boom, and we don't want these leftists screwing us over with their meat prices. We don't want the steel firm foundries getting screwed over with their prices. We want a boom with the mining, construction and agriculture. Second to the economy from mining is farming. That's our biggest part of our economy. Now let's not forget that. What will the right wing do? What will Trump do? And Pauline Hanson? They're going to do good things for this world and great things for the Australian economy. So good on Trump and good on Pauline, because we're all in this together. And he's negotiating with Korea and Russia. Now think about that. No one's ever done that. No president of America's had the balls to do that. Why? They want world wars. They want to fight. But he doesn't. He's a businessman. And farmers are businessmen too. We're only small businessmen, but we are the second biggest part of Australia's economy. So what I say is Aussie farmers first. And rise without fear, Australia. Fucking rise without fear. Aussie farmers first.
I've heard many times before people say that Trump doesn't actually stand for anything, that it's all meaningless rhetoric. They say this not only because they're too lazy to actually go on his website and see what his policies actually stand for, but they also say this because they're afraid of the truth. You see, it's much easier to ignore the deep truth that Trump speaks about. And one of the key points he talks about, which I would like to, is he talks about the difference between free trade and fair trade. He talks about the difference between Americanism and globalism. You see, and what we want here is we want Australianism, not globalism. We want fair trade, not free trade. Free trade against countries, or with countries I should say, whose workers live off a bowl of rice a day, cannot bring economic growth to this country. These ginormous trade deals that are rotting and ruining the middle class in this country, it's a transfer of wealth from our nation to others. And I'd like everybody here today to really think about the standard of living. We hear this all the time. These politicians are elected because they're told that they will increase or improve the standard of living. But whose standard of living in the last 10 years has actually increased? Whose? When they talk about jobs and growth, and the Liberal Party likes talking about this, jobs and growth for who? Our unemployment or underemployment is higher than it's been in the last decade. When they talk about jobs and growth, they're not talking about jobs and growth for you. They're talking about jobs and growth for people that they want to bring here that aren't even here yet. That's the jobs and growth. That's the boom they want. They want an underclass. They want poor people to come here, not just to take your jobs, but to drive down the wages of working class people so that the people up the top keep making their money. Trump's going to put a stop to that there. And we need somebody here to put a stop to it here as well. And it's not anyone in the Liberal Party, and it's not anyone in the Labor Party. And we're going to see the same dynamic shift in politics that America has seen in the last year. We're going to see it happen here. But unfortunately, it has to get worse before it gets better. So everybody must stand firm, hold your beliefs true to you, and wait, because we're in here for the long run. Thank you for coming here today.
Test. Where's Samson? Young Samson, where is he? Come on here, mate.
Come on, get up there, Steve.
For those of you who didn't hear before, so this is Samson.
He organised this.
He organised this event, so let's give him a hand.
The election of Trump wasn't just a win for America, but a win for the rest of the world. Right? Yeah, that's alright.
So what does Trump's presidency mean for Australia? Why do you support Trump?
So
Can you plug it directly into your line, You line it in there.
it's working now.
Talk quick. Talk quick.
Why do you support Trump?
I support Trump because, as I said before, it's a win for the world. Now, well, personally, I believe that if Hillary was to be elected, there was a serious threat of war because of a no-fly proposal in Syria. And now that Trump has been elected, he's fixing ties with the Russians. Even Putin has said that he admires Trump and his work. So I believe that's just a good step for the world, less conflict, but also for Australia. Trump wants to. One of his things he wants to do is renegotiate trade deals that were potentially dangerous for the Australian economy at first, such as the TTP. Now, with his proposal, he wants to buy up a lot of Australian resources, which is going to be better for all Australians and the whole economy. So now that he's on board supporting us and the rest of the world, it's going to be better. As well as the fact that a lot of people said that he didn't really care about Australia, but he's already said publicly that